you've worked for quite a few breweries around town, but you haven't really opened one like
No, I've never
this.
built one.
It's
amazing.
It's a very different type of process.
Yeah. It's really fun is, like you hire good architects, you have a vision for something, and, it helps. My fiance is an interior designer, so when I said, this is the vision I have for 16 Lots Southern Outpost, which is our official name down there in Newport, we look at that points of a compass and say, 16 Lots Mason is dedicated to the land. It's 16 lots, right? Surveyed of 16 lots of land. Right. That's it. Now we're on the riverfront. So this is going to be more of a nautical themed brewery. A lot of you'll see a lot of decor and things that go and are paying homage to the river. And that also lends us to, maybe sometime, we're going to do an east and a west at some point down the road. But it really helps having her there to really take what's going on in my head.
Which is a lot of chaos.
Yeah, and put it on paper and say, this is kind of a vision board, this is a mood board. Because when we first met with the architects, they said, this is amazing. We never sit down with a client, and you guys are so thought out, the process is so thought out.
Right.
And that's kind of that's part of what I've done at 16 Lots since I came on board is, talk about the branding and talk about the brand and where we're going with it and things like that. So to refine it and actually, and say here's our theme, here's what we want to do, here's our vision for it.
Right.
And I actually have pictures of different bars, restaurants, and places across the country when I do my travels. I take pictures all the time. I take pictures of the weirdest things, right? I take pictures of bathrooms, I take pictures of fans and light fixtures and furniture.
Right.
Everywhere I go, I look at the bars, I pull, people look at me and what are you doing? I'm pulling a bar stool and I turn it upside down and look at the maker and things like that. So when I came to the architects with all that information, they were like, hey, easy peasy.
Right.
This is awesome. Very nice to have. So on that side of things, it was very refreshing to know that, hey, I'm going down the right way. I'm going down the right path. These are the things that they're looking for and they want to do. Well, what I didn't know was how much time actually physically it's going to take me to be on site at the levee.
Right.
So there was a stretch here recently where I was there for 11 days in a row, including weekends and things like that, for different meetings, different from general contractors to subcontractors to people who are potential employees of ours, things like that. Dude, it's nuts. How much time is actually spent doing that? And I thought, hey, this is easy. This is going to be you hire a contractor, you tell them what you want, you got an architect, they all talk and it gets done. It doesn't happen that way.
Oh man, what a great clip! Look. I might be biased, but I think if you like that, you'll probably like the full episode. Go to cincybrewcast.com to listen to the whole thing. It's a podcast, and you can share it with your friends, subscribe, all that stuff. It's really good. Trust me,